Hello everyone, welcome to Destroy All Humans 2. I'm not sure what really happened in the last episode because I've been very distracted with some real world revelations, at least, personally to me, family wise, and those revelations are a cancer diagnosis within the family, so yeah, that has been very much concerning. But I'm not going to be bringing down the mood of these playthroughs because if I did that, then it would be painful to listen to. So we've completed all the alien artifacts, all of the Furitech cells, all of the data cores, all the everything the Kakishima is done apart from this one odd job. So what I'm going to do in today's episode is go back to other areas. We will visit Solaris at some point, but I want to go back and collect all the Furitech cells that I possibly can and complete any remaining missions that we've got to do. Reason being is because I want to have as many Furitech cells as possible. So this is the big collectathon. Now all the missions should be done for Base City. Let me just check. There's one landing zone left to do. There's 5 Furitech cells somewhere in Base City. Right, and that is troubling because I have no idea where we have and haven't been. So what I'm going to do is fly over and see if any pop up on the radar. If there is, I'll land at the nearest landing site. But I'm actually heading towards the wharf first, just to make sure. Now, just to do that last landing zone. So, this whole time I've been trying to talk about Path of the Furon, and the reason why is because it's the last game in the series as of right now. Now, I don't count the remakes as placed in the series because they're just occupying the same place as the games occupied before. So, in terms of chronology, the last one is Destroy All Humans 4, Path of the Furon. Is that a Furitech cell? Or is that just part of the map? Let's see. No, it looks like it's part of the map. Weird. But either way, oh, is that a Furitech cell? Sorry, I'm getting blown to smithereens. Up there's one. There's one on the edge of that pier. Apparently. Right. So now we know where we're going, don't we? Good. It's not very loud in my ear. Is this? Is the volume? Though, hang on a minute. Let me just. I don't know if it's recording at the moment. We'll see when I get back, and then I'll test. Just sorting out the sound. Alright, it looks like it was recording that. That's good. That's good. Very good. Now, we'll go and do that landing site. I don't think it's going to be a hard one. Very complex. I don't think it's going to be a complex thing. But we'll just see how things go. Because you never know. You never know. So Path of the Furon last game in the series, which means that the next game, if they ever make one, would happen after that. Now let me just talk about the sort of chronology system that happens in Destroy All Humans. So Destroy All Humans 1, 1959. Yeah, it is Nikita Khrushchev with a ray gun. That'd be a very strange image. Someone should make a meme of that. That sounds like somebody already has, and I'm just being sarcastic. No, I don't think anybody has. But basically, yeah, Destroy All Humans 1, 1959, Destroy All Humans 2, 1969, Destroy All Humans Big Willie Unleashed, 1975, right, so middle of the decade, and then Destroy All Humans Path of the Furon, that was 1979. So the next game would either be like a mid middle of the decade entry, so 1985 or 1989 if it's just a regular full title. That's if they make another Destroy All Humans game. And do you know what? I don't really know how a Destroy All Humans game in 1989 would play out. I guess obviously the 80s are very easy to parody. Every single decade that's happened in the past it's very easy to parody. But part of me wants the series to continue, and part of me wants it to just be left as it is. But then, you know, I'll tell you more in a moment. Let's just see what he wants. Oh, good. 10 humans and none of them are nearby. That's annoying, isn't it? Maybe there's some on the rock. Not humans, I meant Furotech cells. I think we've got everything around here. Right, just basically kill a load of soldiers then, it looks like. I can do that, I suppose. So I would want the series maybe to continue, but I also then think that... Do I trust them to make a new Destroy All Humans game? Because in a way, Path of the Furon was the...
My massive ego is momentarily massaged. Soon activated.
Good. Now we've got all 10 done. Even though we didn't see it happen, it definitely did happen because that check mark came up. Now I'm going to have to find the other Furotech cells. I'm just going to use the saucer to fly overhead and see if I can find them. Lovely. Now, to me, Path of the Furon was the next generation, you know, the PS3's chance to have a good Destroy All Humans game. Because the previous two main games had been on the PS2, and the sort of elephant in the room, Big Willy Unleashed, was on the Wii. But then they wanted to try out some motion control of that. That didn't really work out so well. Oh well, it won't be too hard to spot then. But I think... Yeah, so on the one hand I do want the series to continue and have another new game, but then... Path of the Furon was kind of the series' wake-up call to have some good gameplay and good dialogue, because I can tell you right now that... Sorry, why have I landed? I don't know why I've landed. Alright, I'm back. We encountered a catastrophic error of some description. And you know, the PS4, when it has an error, it doesn't actually tell you what's gone wrong. I mean, I don't really like error codes, to be honest. I really wish that it kind of outlined what actually went wrong in layman's terms. And then the error code is for somebody, you know, in tech support. But no one would ever call tech support over this. You just start the game again. So no point giving me an error code. It doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't mean anything to many people. So, with that in mind, we were talking about Path of the Furon, weren't we? We were. I can tell you now that the story of Path of the Furon never interested me, because I kind of felt like it was just one cliche, one plot device, and that's it. Oh yeah, we didn't collect this one, did we? Hang on, let's have a look here. Artifacts retrieved. 10 out of 10. So, there's a Furotech cell there to collect. Right, good. Now we need... I think I saw the blipping of another one somewhere. Over yonder in the northern direction. Where are we going? Oh bloody hell, the tree. Come here. Thank you. Amazing. Now, Oh look, Art Voodoo Cult. That's still going strong. Even though Shamalama's missions are kind of over now. There are no more cult missions in the game. Which, yeah. I don't really know if I like the cult missions or not. I like the idea of them. Anyway, this is where 2P lives, isn't it? Where is 2P? Hello 2P, where are you? Ah, look. He's come up on the radar again. Hello 2P. It must be scripted to do that. Give the pop-up. Here's 2P. And they appear on the radar only when you're in 2-player mode, I guess. Multi-Furon mode, anyway. That's what it's called, at least. So, that is 38 out of 40. There's 2 more. 2 more somewhere. Great. Well, we've searched most of the... Well, near the wharf, Coit Tower, Ginsberg Heights, we've searched Hashbury, so it must either be around here or on the rock. The last 2. And something tells us that maybe there's one that we missed on the rock. Something does. Maybe even 2. I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look around this area first. Ah. One over there, near the old fort. Right. Good. Fantastic. So what would a Destroy All Humans in 1989 look like? I don't know. And to be honest, I can't really think of 5 different areas that are new that we would go to in Destroy All Humans number 5. It would be number 5. Now I'm guessing that the last one is on the rock. Surely must be. Is that the other side of the... It's a foghorn, isn't it? Bloody hell, that's weird. Never heard that before. See, the details in this game are pretty impressive, actually. Genuinely. I'd never noticed that foghorn before. And it also seems that that's kind of like where the Golden Gate Bridge would be. If it had it. And I think that the remake will have a rendition of it. Whether it will actually still be called that, I don't know, because we've got Golden Gate Park, haven't we? Yeah, we have. But I don't think... Could we have that? Because this is a parody. You're not really allowed to say it's the real place, is it? It's not really San Francisco, is it? It's based on it, but it's not the exact thing. You know, there's probably some copyright associated with it or something. Ah, there it is. Come up on the map. Are the KGB still here? I think I saw one. Ah. Good old KGB. Wankers. Nostrovia. Buy low, sell high. Haha. Buy low, sell high. Yeah, funny. Right, is that it? Is that everything? Hang on. That is, Bay City is 100% complete. Lovely. Albion is next. Tunguska we haven't fully done all the missions for, and Albion we haven't. So, maybe I'll do that Albion mission here. I know exactly what it is as well, and it's super boring. I don't think there's a lot of decent missions in this game, of little side missions anyway. I can think of some good ones, but I always feel like there's more than there actually is. Oh sorry, it feels like there should be more than there actually is. But anyway, I hope that the remake improves on that. So, aliens. Oh, we've still got to visit Solaris. Oh look, there's a what's it? Furitech cell. Now, what's going to be painful about this is that actually searching up. How do I get up there? It's a good question. Genuinely good question. Heaven's an alien. No, it's not. Heaven's a fictional entity. Or something. It's something. The construct, everything's a construct. Oh really, I can't get on the bloody pillar box. Yeah, those are called pillar boxes, by the way, not post boxes. At least they are where I'm from. Why do they call them pillar boxes? Because they're shaped like pillars, you know, like you would find on an old building. Why can I not get up there? Right, so I can stand on this. Good. Well, that is an improvement then. That's a artifact over there. There's a Furitic cell here. See, it really does make it easier, because we couldn't even see it from there, could we? I don't think we could. Artifact is... it's underground, isn't it? Yeah, so... here's the thing about Albion. Those underground tunnels are very much still there, like the ones that we got in the mission, the Green Peasants or something. We had to... where is the actual... it's near the park. It's behind us, isn't it? I need to get into the tunnels. Because... I think there's another tunnel as well, but I don't know where the entrance to that is. The one that Ponsonby locked us in, that one, is somewhere. Soviet Embassy is here. Good. So I've gone the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. Oh, good. So it's up there on this pile of rubble. Yeah, it must still be possible to get up there. But I can't see how at the moment. Let me just think about this. If we go on this building, can I get a decent bit of altitude? Come on. We can make it, everyone. Got it. There we go. Fantastic. So, Path of the Furon. I'll say something about Big Willy Unleashed before. The motion controls yet didn't work because they were very, very finicky, and I would have just preferred using a controller, a regular controller, and you know, analog sticks to turn where I'm looking to change that. Ah, there's the tunnel. Right. So. I would have preferred a regular controller, and I think that you can connect a regular controller, maybe, I don't know. But I don't have an actual Wii, you know, controller. I know that they sell, or they sold actual ones. So this is all... well, there's no collectibles there. So this is the tunnel which Ponsonby locked us in. So we're going to have to explore this again and see what's going on down here. Now I don't know if this is the one that runs in that direction under the park. It could be, but we'll find out. So, no, don't think it is the same. The one, it's the one with Ponsonby, I know that. And the army are underneath the tunnels, that's always grand. There's an actual turret. Maybe I should have got a disguise or something. Yeah, it's just a dead end. Oh, lovely. But, some of the dialogue in Big Willy Unleashed was actually funny. Some of it. But when I say some, I mean like a small amount. Like a handful of phrases, a handful of words and sentences were quite funny. But for the most part I wasn't laughing, and I wasn't really having fun at all. I've never completed Big Willy Unleashed, and you know why? Because I'm still on the mission where you've got to call customer support because Pox is fucking malfunctioning because of something that happens to him during the story. And by the way, the story of Big Willy Unleashed is nothing to write home about. In fact, it's the most ridiculous story ever. And part of me thinks that it was maybe the basis of the sort of I know there's I don't know if it's a rumour or whether Pandemic at the time or THQ or one of the developers actually had an article. Wait a minute, the secret agents were just talking to the KGB. They're not even supposed to like each other. What the hell's going on there? For England. And St. George or something like that, I don't know. Right, everyone just take a chill pill for a little while. Yeah, maybe I should fly overhead. No, because there's only so much here that I could explore, surely. Let's see. Don't know if there's anything else. Anything on top of Parliament or near to it. There's a Furetic cell over there. Good. Wonderful. No, it's the most ridiculous story in the world. And I can't help but think it's got something to do with the Destroy All Humans TV show, which they rumoured. Now, I would have actually liked to see a Destroy All Humans TV show, but sadly it just never came to fruition. Maybe because Pandemic went out of business, I don't know. But, you see, the entire plot of Big Willie Unleashed is that Pox has a restaurant, yes, an actual fast food restaurant that he set up on Earth. Yep. Yes, you're hearing this correctly, I haven't even finished yet. Oh. You with your shite golden gun. I'm not even... Right, I'm just gonna run. What weapons do these guys have? They have pistols, don't they? But I can't really tell what kind of pistol that is. It's a, supposed to be like a Walther P38 or something. Maybe it's that. Maybe it is. And there's a complete other side of the bridge to explore yet. So I don't think there's any more Furetic cells around here. But still. We'll keep going, we'll get in the saucer, fly around for a bit, and see if we can find any more. See, so we've pretty much covered the whole of Hyde Park. Parliament we've done, Soviet Embassy. So we just need to explore the other areas and see what's there. That side mission, I don't know when I'll do it. Maybe in another episode. Ah yeah, it's under there. Right. So, we need to get underneath into the tunnel. Right. This way. And yeah, the fast food restaurant, and Pox has a rival called Colonel Cluckin. I'm not even making that up. And he runs obviously his own fast food restaurant and they're rivals. And then the game begins with a news report which is interrupted by a freedom fighter named Patty Wurst, who might be based on someone, I don't know. And she says that Big Willie's is people, because that's the name of Pox's restaurant. I'm not joking. Big Willie's. And then so she says, oh, Big Willie's is people, which it actually is, because the joke is that all the bodies which Crypto doesn't dispose of, the people that he's killed, apparently get disposed of by Pox, and then he grinds up the bodies into fast food snacks. Yes, this is literally the plot. And so you have to stop this girl, this lady, Patty Wurst, from ouch. So really nothing special. The thingy that I've got, the trophy. Now, is there anything else? I'm just gonna keep going. I can't be bothered. Now eventually we'll come to the area where we fought Agent Orange Job, and I think that the tunnels end there. But I don't know, we'll see. Range headquarters. Lovely. So, is there anything there? No, it's just a dead end. Though I can't help but feel like this is actually probably connected to the other tunnel, but that's just there to prevent you from, you know, to make it a bit difficult. Just to make your life worse. So, yeah, and after that, you basically travel around trying to find this Colonel Cluckin, because apparently he put her up to this. He funded this this revolutionary militia lady into trying to destroy the restaurant, Pox's restaurant. And you travel to Fairfield, which is just a place in the American countryside, and ridiculous shit happens because there's literal roller girls on roller skates who have like advanced sort of laser weaponry, which is weird. I seem to remember that anyway. And Colonel Cluckin hired them to interfere as well. So then you move to Fantasy Atoll, which is basically just a parody of Fantasy Island, you know, off the TV show. And then Pox gets offered a new body, which he's always wanted. However, it's a trick. It's all a trick by the island's owner. I can't remember his name. Is it Ratpoo? Or is he just the sidekick? Yeah, it's based parodying the two guys on Fantasy Island, you know. But then they get defeated in spectacular fashion, and then other stuff happens. Then you move on to, I think, the final area of the game, which is Vietnam, based on Vietnam, and then you show, you know, how you have a showdown with Colonel Cluckin. Wow. And then actually at the end of this Big Willy Unleashed, the reason why Pox and Crypto own a casino in Las Paradiso is because of the money that they basically stole from Colonel Cluckin. Yeah, that's apparently the canonical reason. That's the reason that they give. Now, I don't think it needed explaining. I wouldn't have minded if it wasn't explained, but still, you know, it is at least interesting that they bothered to explain that. But the rest of the story was just a load of, well, it's not interesting, is it? It's just one plot with not really any twists. Cluckin's the main bad guy. Really? He is throughout the entire game. It's not like this game where, you know, Ponsonby turns on you and it's kind of not obvious that he's going to do that. Unless you played the game before, you won't know that he's going to do that. Then you've got, you know, Milenkov. He's the bad guy. You don't even hear about Milenkov. Maybe in the opening cutscene I think Milenkov is actually said. But then he's, you know, he's just a character, it's just a name. You don't see him, you don't know if he's good or bad. You just think, oh, he's just another guy in the Soviet Union. Well, no, Milenkov is the big bad guy, and there will be even more twists and turns in the story because, you know, there's been the Blitz so far, and then there's a few other twists and turns still left to explore, even on the final world of the game, which is obviously on the moon, as he revealed it. I know to visit it, I know, but yeah, Big Willy Unleashed didn't have any surprises or any crazy things like that. It was just one plot the whole way through, which never really changed. Astounding, isn't it? So there's a Furitic Cell. Oh, there's quite a few here. How many have we left? 31, 9. So there's 9. Good. Hang on, what else is done? Everything except Furitic Cells and that one mission. Good. At least I know where I'm at with it then. So this Furitic Cell is on the wall. Thank you. Now, what's next? So then, Big Willy Unleashed ends, and it wasn't a roller coaster ride at all. You might be wondering, how do you know the story if you've never completed it before? Well, I looked up gameplay of it before I even bought the thing. Yep. Oh. Wow. That is pretty amazing. But, yeah, I looked up gameplay, I looked up the other missions, just to see if I was missing anything fun. No, not really. Space Leprechaun. Oh! Tank. Tank, 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 tank. I need to go up here. 3 tanks. I mean 2. Can't get that from there. Excuse me. Is there anything over there? Maybe. Right now we'll just focus on these. Right, something up there. Indeed you can, I guess. Nah, not really. You can trust anyone really, because it's always shit all the time. Aha! UK politics. But with, yeah, so then we move on to Path of the Furon, which I think isn't really... I mean, and by the way, I don't want to say that I'm against having silly stories like with Colonel Clucking and Big Willy's restaurant. I'm just sort of... I don't know, it's just not well written enough for my liking. It can be silly, it can be nonsensical. Some shows really work, some games really work having nonsensical setups and stories and stuff like that. But for me, it needs to have something, some kind of edge to it. Right? It can be silly. And Path of the Furon was sort of, it's taking itself a little bit too seriously. It's being ridiculous, and it knows it's being ridiculous, but it wants to be serious about it to make you think it's a serious story. Now, so Path of the Furon story is another case of it's one plot throughout, except the plots are kind of resetting every single area that you go to. So at the start of the game, you fight the Molinaris, which are basically a rival mafia. A mafia that owns, you can find anything in Black... Oh, we got them all. Nice. I don't know how long we've been recording for though. So, let's go to... somewhere. We've done Takashima. I guess now it's to go to Tunguska, and I think that's the least explored and completed area. So, oh joy. Oh joy, oh joy. Maybe we'll do these remaining side missions. There's a side mission remaining here, there's one in Takashima, and there's one in Tunguska. So, we'll do those in another video, I think. We'll just use this one to go to and get all the Furitic cells, I guess. Maybe. We'll see what's left in Tunguska. But... so you start off in Las Paradiso, and the Molinaris own a rival casino, and they start a war with you, basically. Because they tried to... you know, they sent a spy to uncover something that they suspected. They suspected it was being run by aliens or some ridiculous thing like that. Or they thought that they were trying to turn it into a family-friendly casino, which I think is something that happened in real life Las Vegas. There's more places we're trying to attract families rather than just adults. So then, you know, kids could go because, you know, there's fun stuff, and adults could go to basically gamble away all the money that they were gonna, you know, save up for the kids so that they could go to college. You know, gamble away your kids' college fund. That is basically how it starts. Now, I wouldn't mind that. I don't really mind that, because it does seem like something Pox and Crypto would do, you know, gambling, owning a casino and basically stealing money off of everybody. Because why not? Why not? But then things start to take a little bit of a turn for the worse when you find another extinct alien species, right? Do you remember how in this game with the Bliss they said, oh, but we thought they were extinct, but they're not? Well, funny you should mention that, because in Path of the Furon they bring back that idea of having an extinct alien race, and they have Nexosporidium warriors is what they're called, right? So you've got Blisk warriors in this game, and you've got Nexosporidium warriors in Path of the Furon. They're not even trying to hide this, are they? They're completely different, they look different, and, you know, they have a different origin, and I don't even really know the origin of Nexos. It's just called Nexos for short. But basically, so somebody obviously created these Nexosporidium warriors, because they were genuinely extinct, at least it was thought that they were. So somebody's clearly making more and sending them after Pox and Crypto. So they basically go on a hunt to find out who that is. They assume it's somebody called Dr. C. Kirk Calvin, who's the leader of a group of religious morons and nutcases called the Lunarians, which I think the whole thing is based on Scientology. But so they try and go after him because Crypto is convinced that this Dr. Calvin is actually just a Furon in disguise, trying to trick everybody. Turns out that's not the case. So you spend the entire of a section in Sunnywood, which is based on Hollywood, obviously. And, oh shit. The turrets. Yeah, they're real, they're still there. Hell. But he's not a Furon. Nope, he's not a Furon, it's just a regular human being. He's just a weirdo who wants to scam people. Because he thinks that, you know, they basically created a religion around aliens. Which is a load of rubbish, you know, in the actual sense that he's doing it. You know, he's not talking about the aliens that we know as Pox and Crypto, he's talking about other aliens, Lunarians or something. But then, no, he's not a Furon, he's a regular human being. So Crypto is all confused. You know, because, oh, we thought this guy was sending the Nexos after us and trying to kill us and stuff like that, so, what's going on? And then he fights a boss, which is basically just a giant Nexo, walker, creature, device, whatever it is. And then he gets drugged and sent to Shenlong, which is Hong Kong, basically, to be taught by the Master, and the Master is actually another Furon. Ooh, so you might think, oh, this is getting interesting now. Nah, because the plot isn't really any different. He's met the Master, and Crypto actually likes this guy, and actually feels like he's sort of like a father figure that he never had. Which is crazy, because you only spend like 5 minutes with the Master before Crypto takes the shine to him, like maybe one mission, and you know, the Master could tell him jump, Crypto would say how high. It's like that. So that's a very quick transition. You think with a character like Crypto it'd be just, no way, I'll do my own thing, old man. But no. He actually becomes invested, because the Master tells the tale of the conspirators on Furon who tried to kill the Emperor, and he was the Emperor's best friend, and he ended up getting framed for it and sent to Earth or something. Or it was either maybe his fault that maybe the attack even happened. They didn't succeed in killing the Emperor, but he still, you know, lives in exile on Earth. Right. And obviously he's an expert on martial arts and things like that, and teaches Crypto the power of the Temporal Fist, which is the ability to stop time and then just use PK to send things flying and just all sorts of chaos, which is probably the coolest part of the game, if only it wasn't relied upon so much, because the game basically swamps you with enemies because of that. It thinks because you've got that power that it's totally okay to just swamp you. It's not. And it becomes not very fun when you realise that your weapons are like pea shooters, basically. Even things like the Iron Detonator are kind of like pea shooters. Zap-O-Matic definitely is a pea shooter. Even fully upgraded, I couldn't really get it to do some decent damage. It's probably the most reliable way of hitting anything, because the disintegrator ray doesn't lock on. I know, it doesn't. So basically just firing tiny little balls which have the power of a pea when it hits the target. So it's not like this game where it actually fries them in 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. No, you need about 15 in Path of the Furon to actually do any damage. Now let's have a look. 37, so we need 3 more. I think there's 3 more. So we've basically gone out to the outskirts of the map, I think. I think we've been all the way around now. And I think there was some more Furitech cells over here. Die now. I don't fancy doing that, thank you. So yep. So we get to Shenlong, start doing work for the Master, start helping him out. Then the Master is killed by your new nemesis, Saxon, who they obviously talk about. They obviously talk about Saxon before he actually comes in and kills the Master, who's the Master's old student for some reason, and yet, you know, he's a human and yet he wasn't scared of a bloody great alien. But anyway, we'll gloss over that because he was actually a student. Anyway, he kills the Master, Saxon kills the Master, and now your new target basically is Crypto was so attached to the Master that he wants to kill Saxon, and he does that. But he obviously assumes that Saxon is the one who's been sending the Nexus and causing all these problems. Once again, not true. Oh, something's been unlocked in the Outworld. Alright, if you care that much. Something about the archive. Weird. Artifacts received 10 out of 10. Yeah, but there's another landing zone, there's another area of the game. Oh yeah, the archives. Right here. Right, the gallery. So those are the art galleries that you can see with concept art. Here's the movies for the cutscenes, you know, just the CG ones in the game, not the actual in-engine ones that we've been seeing throughout the time. The swinging jukebox where you get to listen to music from the game. There you go. Locked because we haven't visited Solaris yet, but those are the 3 there. You get Undisguised, Disguised and Hunted. And that's it. That's the extras right there. Very interesting extras, don't get me wrong. Just not some that I want you to immediately see. I don't think they're really that important. We may have a video showing the extras and talking about stuff, but let's move on to... Yeah, so we kill Saxon. He's not responsible. So who is responsible? Well, then by sheer chance we find a boat that has Francodyne Industries written on it or something like that. And that's based in Paris, France, or Belleville, France, as the game calls it. So wow, the first time we go to France in a video in Destroy All Humans. First time we've been to Hong Kong as well. Somewhere in Hong Kong. Hong Kong itself, you know. So that's cool. Pretty cool. But then It's the same thing all over again. The same thing. Now you've got a new target. Henri Cousteau, who's CEO of Francodyne Industries. And apparently he's the one responsible now because the boat said Francodyne because it was making a delivery there. Well, once again, that turns out not to be the case. Are you seeing the pattern here? You're seeing the pattern? Good. Now, you think, oh surely that's the last time they're going to pull this nonsense. Surely Henri Cousteau is the one responsible. He isn't. He isn't. In a way, actually. Because Henri can... hang on.
Agents of destruction, dispatched on their failed mission by I know not whom. Could be the Decalypse. The master's always screwing with me. In any case, bring me one of these KGB agents, so that I might peer into its insidious heart and know the face of its master.
Good. I need a disguise to get into the base. I think there's probably a Furitic cell there. I'm going to use this guy. Are there any agents who are walking around? He's not an agent, he's just a regular officer character. So, you protect me, sir. Right. And bring him to the landing zone. Don't get hit by... Cheers. Right, don't get hit by him. Now, you think that's the last time they're going to pull this? In a way, kind of, because Henri Cousteau has actually been creating the Nexos. Yeah, but he hasn't been doing it knowing that they've been hunting down crypto. He doesn't know that. He doesn't understand it. All he's been doing is, because basically, Nexosporidiums do actually... Oh, here we go.
Ooh, it's dark in that heart. Well, sooner or later the truth will out. Landing zone activated.
Well, off you go. Bugger off. Let's call the saucer here. Go into the base. You can die. You serve your purpose. So he's been creating them, and Nexosporidium warriors do eat human DNA, or at least they need to subsist on it. How do I get... Is it on top of that? How do I get it? That's a genuinely good question. Oh wait, I can go up the side. No, can I? Hang on, I can scale this. Maybe if I find a place to go. Come on. There's gotta be a way. But you have to really finagle around to do that, bloody hell. Wow. Okay, that's a little bit of a bad place for that game. A little bit. One more. So it's not going to be over the Bliss base, is it? Because we've looked there. It's got to be somewhere else. It's got a big map. But, yes. So who has been behind this all along? The Furon Emperor. Yep, the Furon Emperor is responsible. Why? It's not really explained. It isn't, actually. So, Pox and Crypto are on a mission to Earth from 1959 onwards to collect pure Furon DNA, which is located sort of mixed in with human DNA, because they visited the Earth and things happened. So then they have to basically abduct humans, extract the DNA, send it home, because, you know, the Furon race, the race of aliens that Crypto and Pox are a part of, they need pure Furon DNA to survive, because otherwise the cloning process is degrading the clones. You know, that's how they survive all this time. That's how everybody is immortal. So they just reclone themselves if they die, which is incredibly overpowered. But it's just their way of life. It's their way of life. But then you actually find out that they've been manufacturing artificial Furon DNA at home somehow, and the joke is that they use for that is I can't believe it's not pure Furon DNA. You know, I can't believe it's not butter. Yep, that's the joke. Where is this other Furotech cell? Is it over near his house? Can't, because we went near here, didn't we? Hoping it's somewhere. Have we collected them all? We have not, there's one remaining. Somewhere. Hiding, laughing at me. And I want to know where it is. So I'm going to go in the saucer. Sounds like a smart idea. And with that, the excuse given is because they could manufacture it back home, so they don't need Pox and Crypto, and they sent the Nexos to kill them. The Emperor did this. Sent the Nexos to kill Pox and Crypto, or at least Crypto, because Pox is already dead. He's a hologram. Yeah, that's not really a good enough reason. I don't think so anyway. It doesn't make any sense. I've tried to think long and hard about why it makes sense. It must have made sense to somebody in the writing team, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Because at that rate, why would you lie to them continuously? It seems like you have nothing to gain. Is it over here? No, it's not showing up on the map, so it must be somewhere else. Destroy that hook. Such fun. Where is it?
Holy crap!
Indeed, holy crapski. It must be somewhere. Have I missed one somewhere that I might have seen but not collected? Let's have another fly over. I know to visit Solaris. The coming next episode. Please don't take longer than it has to. Right, there's nothing on the map that I can see. Let's have a look over here, which is near-ish to the frozen lake, and see what's going on. Maybe it's near Dr. Orlov's place, but I'm sure we collected something there. Yeah, I have no idea. Keep going, keep going. Maybe it is at Dr. Orlov's. But I swear I've flown near here. No? Yeah, there was an artifact on there. Can't go past there. So where next? Over here? Near Petrushka? Tartovskoy, whatever. Well, yeah, whatever that word is. Over here? Near this secluded cabin place. I know, game. When I'm done with this bloody thing, then we'll have another episode. You're about to give me an episode. Over here. Back behind here. This is a really weird place. Didn't really think anything would be here, but apparently it's so. This seems like the perfect place to just hide a collectible, doesn't it? Over here, you'd never really think that there's anything up here. But as I'm flying around, it doesn't look like there is anything. There are some of those turrets down there, and I don't... Sorry, the phone's going off again. Because why wouldn't it? Doom, doom, doom. On these oil pipeline things. Assume it's oil. Oh! Could be anything. Could be raw sewage for all I know. No, there is just completely nothing. Must be somewhere. Here, have this. Need some more ammo anyway. Does it not unlock until after I've does it not unlock until I've gone to Tunguska? Because that doesn't seem right to me. Petruka. We've already explored here. Something's wrong here. Yeah, we've pretty much been everywhere. We have, haven't we? And yeah, the Emperor's behind it, and obviously you defeat him, but not before Pox gets a clone body. The only problem is that body is horrendous, because it looks like you just put his head on an ape. Over there! Right. Over here. Sorry, near Victor what's his face? Kick back and relax ski. Yeah, that. There we go. Finally, it's over here. Should have seen that. But you didn't, did you? But you didn't. Vintage hardware unlocked. Coolio. Finally, is that done? There's one more odd job. There's two more actually. But that's good. Now we can actually move on to Solaris. When I find the landing zone. Could have gone back there, I don't know. Let's find out. These are Navicom. Are there really no the landing zones? Yeah. So we've done all them. We will be visiting Solaris. Because why not? And then it's just a matter of completing the missions there, story missions. There will be collectibles, obviously, and I'm not really looking forward to collecting stuff on Solaris, because you are on the moon. It's a big place, and it's basically just like this, but there's no real buildings. It's crazy, actually. It really is one of those James Bond-esque things, you know, building a secret moon base. And then, you know, the joke is it's 1969 and Apollo, we know with Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong are supposed to be landing on the moon soon. Well, actually, looks like the Russians beat them to it. That's the joke, you see. But I'll see you in the next episode, where hopefully we will be able to do some more missions and some more fun stuff. See you all around.